The OJ Simpson murder case remains one of the most infamous and controversial criminal trials in American history. It captivated the nation and showcased the complexities of race, celebrity, and the criminal justice system. The events that unfolded in 1994 and the subsequent trial in 1995 left an indelible mark on American culture, influencing media, public discourse, and perceptions of race and justice. The story begins on June 12, 1994, when Nicole Brown Simpson, the ex-wife of former NFL star OJ Simpson, was brutally murdered outside her home in Brentwood, Los Angeles. Alongside her was Ronald Goldman, a friend who had come to return a pair of glasses. The nature of the crime was shocking, as both victims were found with multiple stab wounds, leading to immediate media frenzy and public speculation about the perpetrator. The police investigation quickly focused on OJ Simpson, who had a documented history of domestic violence against Nicole. On the day of the murders, Simpson was scheduled to fly to Chicago for a business trip. Instead, he became a fugitive, leading police on a slow-speed chase in his white Ford Bronco. This chase was broadcast live on television, attracting millions of viewers. It became a symbol of the media's insatiable appetite for sensational stories and the growing culture of celebrity worship. As the Bronco crawled down the freeway, the nation was captivated by the spectacle, watching as the police pursued Simpson, who remained inside the vehicle with a gun to his head, threatening to take his own life. After his arrest, Simpson pleaded not guilty to the charges of murder. The trial began on January 24, 1995, and became a media circus, with cameras allowed in the courtroom and an unprecedented level of public scrutiny. The prosecution aimed to present a case based on circumstantial evidence, including blood evidence, DNA, and a history of domestic violence. They argued that Simpson had motive, means, and opportunity. The defense, led by the renowned attorney Johnny Cochran, aimed to discredit the evidence and raise questions about police conduct, arguing that racism played a significant role in the investigation. Central to the defense's strategy was the argument that Detective Mark Furman, a key investigator in the case, had a history of racial bias. They claimed that Furman's use of racial slurs and his history of misconduct compromised the integrity of the investigation. This strategy tapped into larger societal issues surrounding race relations in America, particularly in the context of Los Angeles, where tensions had simmered since the Rodney King beating and subsequent riots. The trial became a reflection of the deep racial divisions in American society, with many African Americans viewing Simpson as a symbol of their struggle against a biased system. The prosecution faced challenges, including issues with the collection and handling of evidence. Blood samples were mishandled, and the defense argued that contamination could have occurred. The defense introduced expert testimony that questioned the validity of the DNA evidence presented by the prosecution, casting doubt on the reliability of the forensic science used. The courtroom drama intensified as expert witnesses were called to testify, and the jury was bombarded with conflicting information. One of the trial's most memorable moments came when Simpson was asked to try on a pair of gloves that were allegedly worn by the murderer. The gloves, which were found at the crime scene, appeared to be too small for Simpson's hands. Cochran famously quipped, "If it doesn't fit, you must acquit," encapsulating the defense's strategy of creating reasonable doubt. This moment resonated with the jury and became a pivotal point in the trial, symbolizing the tension between evidence and perception. As the trial progressed, the public's interest grew, with millions tuning in daily to witness the unfolding drama. The trial became a cultural phenomenon, leading to extensive media coverage and the emergence of trial watchers. News networks dedicated entire segments to the case, and OJ Simpson became a household name, both as a defendant and a symbol of the complexities of fame and justice. The trial also sparked discussions about domestic violence, race, and the reliability of forensic evidence in the courtroom. After months of testimony, the jury deliberated for less than 4 hours before delivering a verdict of not guilty on October 3, 1995. The verdict sent shockwaves across the nation, with reactions divided along racial lines. Many African Americans celebrated the decision, viewing it as a victory against a system they believed was inherently biased. In contrast, many white Americans were outraged, seeing the verdict as an example of a failure of justice. The case illuminated the deep-seated racial tensions that persisted in American society and the complexities surrounding issues of privilege and accountability. In the aftermath of the trial, OJ Simpson's life took a tumultuous turn. While he was acquitted of the criminal charges, he faced a civil trial brought by the families of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman. In 1997, a jury found Simpson liable for wrongful death and awarded $33.5 million in damages to the victims' families. This verdict underscored the legal system's dual nature, where acquittal in a criminal case does not guarantee innocence in civil proceedings. Simpson's post-trial life continued to be marked by controversy. He faced various legal troubles, including a 2007 arrest in Las Vegas for armed robbery and kidnapping related to an incident involving sports memorabilia. He was ultimately convicted and sentenced to 33 years in prison, serving 9 years before his release in 2017. Simpson's life story became a cautionary tale about the fleeting nature of fame and the consequences of one's actions, further fueling public fascination with his life and legacy. The O.J. Simpson murder case has had a lasting impact on American culture and the legal system. It ignited conversations about race, media influence, and the nature of celebrity, shaping public perceptions of the criminal justice system. The trial also exposed the vulnerabilities of forensic science and the complexities of presenting evidence in a courtroom setting. Documentaries, books, and television miniseries have continued to explore the case, reflecting society's ongoing interest in the themes of justice, race, and media sensationalism. Ultimately, the O.J. Simpson murder case serves as a lens through which to examine broader societal issues. It challenges the notions of guilt and innocence, the interplay between race and justice, and the role of media in shaping public perception. The trial remains a poignant reminder of the complexities inherent in the pursuit of justice, the vulnerabilities of the legal system, and the enduring impact of a single case on the collective consciousness of a nation. As we reflect on the events of the past, it is crucial to consider the lessons learned and the ongoing conversations about race, justice, and accountability in America. Thank you for listening to another episode of Loopholery, your go-to podcast channel for quick, witty, and insightful takes on random topics, all in 8 minutes or less. Whether we're diving into quirky facts, exploring weird loopholes, or just pondering life's strange questions, we keep it short, fun, and engaging. Perfect for curious minds on the go. Like or subscribe, and get your fix of unpredictable knowledge bites.